I'm excited that we're doing video now because I have so many clips from the last episode that I'm like chopping up because it's just so ridiculous.
Fantastic. Can't wait to see how ridiculous I look. I just
I'm
love making
also,
a fool of myself.
you're in California. I'm in New Jersey. It's getting dark here. It's very light there.
Yeah, because it's only 5:20 right now.
Let's start this off on a really fun note. How's the weather?
The weather's amazing. It's freaking gorgeous outside. I will turn my camera so you can see
Oh,
it.
I didn't really care. I was just making small talk.
But look how pretty it is outside.
It is very nice. Are you sad that you
Beautiful.
have to leave?
I'm very sad that I have to leave, especially this nice ass weather. Are you kidding me?
How long are you going to be there for?
Probably another few weeks. I still have to sell a lot of my stuff. I did a lot of work today with planning things. Like I have to plan who's going to ship my car, when they're going to ship it,
I still don't understand why you're doing that.
because I don't want to drive.
No, I'm saying I still stand behind my idea that you should just get rid of it.
I'm not getting rid of my car. I love my car.
I know, but there's
She's
more
so
cars
cute.
out there.
Not like Mac. I love
You're gonna
her.
you're gonna take a convertible to New Jersey.
Yeah, you sound like my grandpa. What's the problem with taking a convertible to New Jersey? You're acting like nobody has a convertible there.
Because I don't see a lot of convertibles, just to be fair.
I see plenty of convertibles in New Jersey.
How much does it cost to ship a car across the country?
Anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000.
That's not horrible, I guess.
I mean, it definitely isn't fun or enjoyable to spend $1,000 on that. But
What
you got to do it. You got to do it.
what if you pay me $2,000 and I'll get it across the country?
How are you going to get it across the country, Jake?
Well, see, here's the problem with that is if you pay me the $2,000, then I'm adding 3,000 miles to it, which is taking away from the 2,000. It's not a good idea.
I will pay you
Fun.
$3 and a sandwich to drive it across country.
Okay, what if you pay for gas and tolls and I'll get your car across the country?
I would do that. If you really seriously wanted to do that, I would do that.
That would be so fun.
You're not going to
I
do it
would
though,
just
so you're just literally wasting my time. I can see it
well,
in your face. I see it in your eyes. You're wasting my time, Jakeford. I know you are.
No, I'm saying if I was going to do that, then I should just come there and we could do it together. That'd be a whole great story.
I don't want to be stuck in a car with you going across country.
It would be so fun.
Questionable.
Questionable. I think, do we have the same taste in music? That's the biggest thing.
No, we do not.
But can we deal with each other's taste in music?
I think I could deal with your taste of music. I don't think that you can deal with mine.
How do you feel about road trip games?
I'm not playing any road trip games.
How about like I Spy?
No, you're gonna. I was just gonna say, if you're gonna annoy my ass with some I Spy bullshit, not happening. I will kick you out on the side of the road. I don't care if we're in Iowa, if we are in the middle of nowhere, Arkansas. I'm kicking your ass out.
Arkansas. Does anybody live in Arkansas? No, you know the state where I'm convinced nobody lives is South Dakota. Have you ever met somebody from South Dakota?
No, I've never
Neither
met
have I.
anyone from North Dakota either, though.
Same.
Does
Does
no
anybody
one
live in the Dakotas?
live there?
I wonder if we have anybody that listens to us in the Dakotas. Oh, we never promoted this last time. You can still text. Oh shoot, you can still text us. What's our number?
Are
I
you
forget
wine
it.
drunk already?
No, definitely not. If you live in the Dakotas, text us at 201-588-5139 because I need to meet someone who's from the Dakotas. Oh,
What
I
is
keep
your
knocking over this
problem?
wine glass.
Get it together, man.
So we're gonna drive across the country.
Monday night, and you're already
How
falling
long-
apart.
How long would it take to drive across the country?
Days.
Do you think we could do it in like a week?
Oh, we could do it in less than a week if we don't stop absolutely everywhere.
Well,
We could do it in
here's the
probably
thing.
3 days if we did it straight through.
When are you realistically leaving LA? Do you have a flight back?
I don't have a flight back yet because I need to know when they're going to pick up my car. And that's when I can actually book my flight back.
Gotcha. All right. Well, we'll figure this out off the podcast, but that would be pretty cool if we could make it work. I don't think it's going to, but we could try.
There is no way in hell that you are going to fly to California to get your ass in my car to drive it across the country.
If I could do it and also do my job at the same time, then that could work.
You could get great content for your job.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. All right. We got to make this happen.
Start looking at flights.
You know I will.
You'd be saving me $1,000.
You'd spend a good amount on gas and tolls, but it wouldn't. I don't think
It
it would
wouldn't.
cost $1,000.
No.
Have you driven across the country? Text us 201-588-5139. I
That
seriously want to know
sounds
how much would it cost?
that sounded like a terrible infomercial. We could do a live podcast while we're going across the country.
Think of all the time for bonding.
Yeah. Sounds
Oh.
great.
All right, well, I guess I'll just bond with myself then. It's what I've been doing all of quarantine.
That's what you've been doing your whole life.
So on the end of the last episode, we talked about how I matched with roommates on Hinge.
Mm-hmm.
And
Do we have an
so
update? Is that what this is?
yeah, we do. No, I'm just saying it because I want to say it. We do
Well,
have an
sometimes I
update.
know you like to, stroke your own ego, toot your own horn sometimes. So I think you really wanted to throw it out there again to let everybody know I did match with 2 people that live in the same household.
I mean,
Hinge.
I don't think that's an impressive thing to do.
I think you're a little impressed with yourself.
I'm just impressed with myself that I figured it out without either of them telling me.
I am actually impressed with that as well. I'll let you
That
have
was
that
good.
one.
Thank you. So we started texting, and how long did this conversation last? Monday to Tuesday, 2 days.
I was going to say Monday to Tuesday, a whole day.
It lasted 2 days, and then she ghosted me.
Oh,
So we couldn't even get to the fact that I had also matched with her roommate.
maybe that's for the best. Maybe she realized that you did, and that's why she ghosted you.
That's what I was thinking. But why would she ghost me just because I was talking to her roommate? That's how Hinge works.
Because maybe her roommate was more into you than she was, and she wanted to let her roommate have it.
Oh,
It being you.
yeah, have it being me.
That's a
I am it.
possibility.
That is a possibility. So then today I tried to rectify the situation.
And how did
What's
that
today?
go?
Oh, today's Monday, so it had been almost a week since she answered me. So anyway, I was on Facebook, and under the people you may know, she came up, which is weird because I hadn't searched for her. And so I sent her a screenshot and I said, Facebook's creeping on us. And I never got an answer.
Question for you, because the first thing I thought of when you said that, and you said that it's been a week since you last spoke to her, how often do you keep trying to get into a person's head or space? How long until you just give up? Since it had been a full week and you had tried again, is that the longest you'll go, is a full week and try one more time, and if it doesn't happen then you go, you just don't care anymore? Or is there a
Yeah.
situation where you've waited a month and still been hey, I'm still here?
Oh, if they ghost me, most of the time I just let it go.
Okay.
But then at the same time, with dating apps, you're talking to so many different people on the apps at the same time that I find it hard to, keep it up with everyone.
Okay.
That sounds so strange. No, you have a lot of conversations. That's how it works because you only get the phone number. We talked about this before. You only get the phone numbers of 10% of the people you even talk to.
Yes.
Right? Anyway, if I have talked to them long enough to get their number and then they ghost me, I'm like, it's not even worth it.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Because
I
they
was just
ghosted you for a
curious.
reason.
Yeah, I would think if someone ghosted me, I would just stop talking to them as a whole.
So here's an
If
idea
they
that I have.
stopped talking to me, I'd be like, okay, bye.
Right. Sometimes I'm like, oh, let's give it another shot.
So that's why I was curious, because I would never do that. I would
And
just
I don't
delete
think
their whole thread.
life,
Be like, goodbye. Yeah.
the whole life.
You no longer
You're dead to me.
exist.
You are
Bye-bye.
dead to me.
That's the way I
Seriously,
roll.
though, if they don't have the time of day to respond, then why are you going to try again?
Yeah,
What I
exactly.
do sometimes.
Clearly, that's my point.
So here's my idea.
Okay, what's your idea?
I feel like recently I've been getting ghosted a lot. And I don't know if it's something I do or say. And this one I'm really confused by because we were in the very beginning of a conversation. So there was nothing that I could have said that she would have been like, oh, no thanks. Right?
Okay.
I think next week I'm going to try and get the people that have ghosted me recently to talk to us and explain why they ghosted me.
Okay, let's do it. Do you think they'll actually want to talk about it?
I think if they're not on video and we change their name, maybe like if we get them on the phone.
Do we have to give them a specific microphone that changes their voice and everything too? Because this is getting intense.
No, no, no. I know there's one person that would definitely do it.
Wait, how many people has it been recently? Do we have a list? Is
I
there a
sent you the
tally?
list. I'm keeping a list. Let's see.
Was this in all of the other things that you had sent to me? Because I didn't look at everything.
Yes, I know you never look at everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, including this most recent one. Yeah.
And this is over the span of how long?
Next question.
Is this over the span of like 1 month? Because I'll die.
There's people. No, definitely not.
How long, Jake? How long has
you
it
can
been?
you can ask me this off of the podcast.
How long has it been? I need to know. Everyone wants to know. You can't just say I have a list of people that have ghosted me and not say how far back it goes.
Let's say 6 months.
6 months. Okay. All right. So that's like one every month.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I guess
not
like
that's not bad.
mathematically it's like 1.3 every month or some shit like that since there's 7 of them and you said 6 months. But
I
whatever.
don't think that's right, but we'll go with it.
It totally isn't right. I am not a mathematician by any means. But I know it's a little bit more than one a month. So that's not the worst, especially when you're actively dating on dating apps. It's not that bad.
Yeah, I mean it comes with the game, you know. It's like you're gonna get ghosted, and there's people that I've ghosted. It just
How many people
happens.
have you ghosted in the last 6 months?
I'm not keeping a list, so I don't know. But
Do you think that it equals the amount that you have been ghosted, or is it less?
is it ghosting if I just stop answering them on the app? Or is it only ghosting if we're talking like through text message? Because, let me hear your answer first.
Okay. Interesting. I have questions though, in order to
Okay.
give you my response. How long were you talking on the app?
I never talk on the app for more than 48 hours.
Okay. Then I would say it's only ghosting if you're actually texting them. Because if
Thank
you
you.
were
I
talking to
agree.
somebody on the app for a month and then just stopped answering them, then yeah, that's
A
still
month.
ghosting. But
No.
if you're only talking to them for 2 days or whatever, and then you stop talking to them, I don't think that's ghosting. That's like a trial period.
Thank you. It's like it's less than a free trial. Isn't most trial periods like 14 days?
I think so, yeah. It's a dating trial period though, so it doesn't count.
Right. That's how it works. You're not into it, you just move on. There's no reason to, after talking for 2 days, to just be like, listen, I'm not really feeling it, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna move on to somebody else.
That would be way more awkward of a situation to go through. And then the person would probably be like, thank you for ghosting me. You're a psychopath.
Right. So somebody disagreed with me and said, if you stop answering on Hinge, then it's ghosting. And I said, no, that's not right.
No, I don't agree with that. I don't use dating apps, never did, never had to, because I started dating right when like dating apps, I think, became really, really popular.
Right.
I was already in a relationship at that point, so I never really used them. But I would say if I was, that I would probably, if that was the case, I'd be ghosting people left and right.
Right. I agree, because you just got to move on and move to. That's what happened with the roommate. The roommate that I was texting, the conversation was going well. The roommate that I stopped answering, you just stopped answering.
I definitely
But
think she found out that you were talking to the other roommate, though. Well, had
well,
talked to the other roommate.
you know, I'm going to text her and ask her to be on the episode next week.
And she's probably going to say, no, you're psychotic. I have no idea who the fuck you even are.
I think she's just not going to answer. But I guarantee you there's at least one person that will answer, and I'm very excited for that one.
I hope that there's more than one person because I really want to hear all the things that are wrong with you.
Well, one person I met on TikTok.
Things that I don't already know that are wrong with you.
Wait, there's another one I forgot. I have to add it to the list.
So there's 8.
There's 8 people.
Okay. So yeah, now we're getting to a little bit more than one per month.
Yeah.
Oh, Jake.
Although
I still think that average isn't that crazy.
But here's the thing. I wasn't texting. Was I texting all of these? I was texting all of these but one.
So then is it that she actually ghosted you or no? Because you weren't actually texting her.
We were talking on Instagram. So I think she ghosted me because
How long?
what I said, not long at all, but what I said warranted a response.
What did you say?
We'll find out if she comes on the podcast.
I don't think she ghosted you. I think you're still at 7.
Okay. Well, I'm still going to try and get her on.
Okay, you try.
Because I don't
she
think
just talks so much shit about you.
I don't know if she has a lot of shit to talk about. I mean, she hasn't said anything.
Well, clearly there was something that you had said to her that pissed her off, and that's why she didn't answer.
Well, I've been doing that a lot lately.
Oh, great. What are you doing that's pissing people off? Do you have a specific thing that you've been
Yeah,
saying to people?
telling my life on the podcast.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did tell me that you got in trouble already, and I said, "Welcome to the club, buddy. This is how it
Well,
works."
let's be real. I didn't get in trouble.
You
Somebody
got
was
yelled
just
at.
not happy with what I said.
You were yelled at. You got in trouble.
I didn't, it was just an uncomfortable situation.
Okay, you were yelled at, but weren't yelled at in person, but you got in trouble.
I was not yelled at, but I was yelled at, but I was not yelled at.
Yeah, you were yelled at.
Right.
Whichever way you want to put this, you were still
But
yelled at. You
that's
got
the
in
thing.
trouble.
Well, here's the uncomfortable thing about what we do, right? There's things that you and I talk about that go out to the world that I don't tell people in my life. So then when they hear it on the podcast, they're like, what the fuck?
Okay.
And then I'm like, well, sorry. I don't know what to tell you. If you wanted to know, maybe you should have had this conversation with me.
But in this situation, would it have been something that you would have told her if she had asked?
Uh,
We're talking about dating. We're not talking about a situation with a friend where you're like, oh, I just happened to forget to tell my friend about this one situation. That's my
oh,
bad.
yeah.
This is a specific, like a strategic way of dating that you
Right.
just
That's the thing. Like,
kindly
what
did
if
not say certain things?
what if I'm talking to somebody? Right. Well, that's what happens. You just don't say things. But what if I'm talking to somebody right now, right? And then they listen to this and know that I matched with roommates or did whatever. And then they're like, well, this is weird because I'm talking to you, but I know you're talking to other people. Because my rule, right? We're getting way in deeper into this than I thought. My rule is that if you don't have the talk, the define the relationship, DTR, whatever you call it, you have to assume that the other person is talking to other people.
That's a smart way to go about it. Yeah, I would say that works.
Right?
Not everybody obviously feels that way, but I would say that that's a solid rule.
Right. And I don't think everybody's necessarily talking to other people if they're talking to you and you haven't defined the whatever you're doing, but it's just safe to assume that. But that being said, it is a little awkward when you know for sure. So if you hear me say it on the podcast and you didn't know that, then it's kind of weird and uncomfortable. Like I would be uncomfortable if I was in that situation.
Yeah, because it's almost like you're finding out. It's like high school, right? In a
Right.
way, like you're in high school and you find out from one of your friends that so and so is actually talking to somebody else, but so and so didn't tell you that. So you find out from a third party, and that's kind of what this is, and that sucks more than having someone say it to your face. So yeah,
Yep.
that's not a fun situation to be in. That's kind of shitty.
Then if you want to know, then have the conversation.
I guess, but then how
But I
long
don't
are
want
you
to have
guys
the
actually?
conversation.
Yeah, exactly. How long are you guys actually talking? Do you have a time limit to when you should have that conversation with somebody? Because we've talked about this when I was talking to AJ,
Right.
aka Steve. You were so adamant about the fact that I needed to define my relationship, and I felt like I didn't need to.
Yeah.
So when do you
Well,
think is the right time to actually have that conversation?
I'm going to stick with my point. I don't know if this is the point I made before, but I'm assuming it was. There is no set amount of time. It just matters of when here's my thing. If I'm talking to somebody and I start feeling like I don't want to talk to anybody else, I don't want to pursue anyone else, I just want to talk to you, then that's the point where I would be like, hey, what are we doing here? Like, I'm kind of really into this. I'm kind of really into this.
Kind of.
That'll make someone feel special.
Yeah, that's, makes a gal feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
Because I was just having this conversation with my friend, right? He was talking to somebody on Hinge. Funny enough. I don't know why. Hinge is just like the best app, I guess. He was talking to somebody. They had seen each other a few times, and then he stumbled upon her profile again, aka he was stalking her on Hinge, and realized that she'd changed something in her profile recently. So he said, should I bring it up? And I'm like, you've been seeing each other for like a month. You've never had a conversation of like, what are we? You have no right to say anything about her changing her Hinge profile, in my opinion.
what did she change in her Hinge profile? Was it something
They
that
give you
really
like a bunch
mattered?
of no, they give you like a bunch of prompts so you can answer different questions and things, or it might have been a picture, but I'm assuming it was something. I don't know. It doesn't matter what she changed, but she changed something where it was clear that she went in and made a conscious effort to change her profile.
Oh, I get what you're saying. So really it wasn't about what she had changed. It's about the fact
Right.
that she did change something. So then that leads him to believe that she's still actively using Hinge because she cared enough to change it. I understand what you're saying now. Okay. So yeah, unless he actually talked to her about it and had that conversation, then she's allowed to change whatever the fuck she wants and talk to whoever the hell
Right.
she wants.
Right. Because if you feel so strongly about that, my thing is like, then have that conversation.
I
Right.
always just assume. I'm just like, okay, yeah, we're good. We're dating. Okay.
Oh, no, no, no. See, that's dangerous. I remember this is what the situation was. It was a dangerous situation where you can't assume that they're not talking to somebody else. You can't assume that they're as into it as you are.
You have a gut feeling though.
Yes, and your gut feeling in this situation happened. You're right. And I think my friend's gut feeling where she changed her profile. We've been hanging out for a month, whatever it is, have seen each other a bunch of times. If you are feeling as if you should be at the point where you're not actively seeking other people and she feels as if she is still actively seeking other people, then clearly there's a conversation that needs to be had.
Well, yeah, I would say in their situation, totally. But I would say in any other situation, you have a gut feeling and you kind of know whether or not that person is talking to other people or just talking to you. And if they want to be serious about you, people let you know.
But
People are pretty obvious about how they feel. Even if
wild
they
cards.
say one thing to you, yeah, you got a whole speed racer outside of your house.
Yeah.
People are pretty open with their feelings, maybe not with words, but with actions.
Okay.
It's
What
very clear to see if someone's into you or not.
what if somebody okay, so I had this conversation with somebody and they were saying maybe she was waiting for the define the relationship and he hadn't brought it up yet, so her thought was, well, I'm going to keep doing my thing.
No, that's a stupid excuse because then she could have just had the conversation with him if she wanted to define the relationship. Why
Okay,
does
I
he
see your
have to be
point.
the one to have the conversation?
I don't know. You didn't want to
Exactly.
define your relationship at all with Steve.
Because I
You
didn't
just
have
assumed it
to.
is was what it was.
I didn't have to.
Well, you were in a rare situation where you knew that it was what it was.
Yeah, we were good. And then eventually it got to the point where he just defined it for me and said that I was his girlfriend.
Well, what if you were under the different a different impression than he was?
I'm sure that that happens. I'm not saying that that doesn't happen, but I do feel like people let you know with their actions exactly how they feel about you.
Okay, so back to your original question, at what point do you define the relationship? What do you think? Because you heard my thoughts of it should be whenever you feel it's time.
I think that you kind of just, yeah, you just go with it. Whenever it makes sense, it makes sense. Like every time that I've typically been the person to define the relationship in so many cases where I'm just like, this is my boyfriend. And then that's that. It's defined. We're good to go.
Right.
Um, so I think it's just whenever it makes the most sense to you and you feel like this is now the time to say this. And if they say, no, I'm not, then you go, oh, okay, that's my bad. I
Okay,
didn't realize
so
that we weren't on the same page here.
so let's take the other side of this, right? Let's say you're seeing each other and somebody feels like they have to have the conversation and the other person doesn't. Right? Like let's say I'm seeing somebody and I'm cool with whatever it is that we're doing, but she really wants to be more.
Mm-hmm.
It would be very weird if at some point she was just like, "This is my boyfriend," and I'd be like, "Excuse me?"
Yeah. But I don't think that things get that misconstrued unless you let her on.
Mm,
I don't. I really don't feel like things get that crazy misconstrued where she's
okay.
like, this is my boyfriend, but you're like, I'm just down to fuck. There's literally like, there's no, like, you have to be so not there and not understanding what's happening in order for that to happen. Unless,
Okay.
like I said, you were actually leading her on and you were leading her to believe that you just wanted to be with her and that was that.
What's the difference between leading someone on? Well, I don't know what the
There
other
is a
thing
very
is.
clear difference between leading someone on and not leading them on.
No, I'm saying if you're still hooking up with them, that's leading them on.
No, it's not. There's a difference.
So what's leading them on?
Leading them on is you're hooking up, but you're sending her fucking flowers or
Oh,
you're setting up a crazy date with her
okay.
to a fancy restaurant. And but you're like, all I want to do is fuck. But also here is a bouquet of flowers. That's leading her on and making her believe that you want to do something more than just have sex with her.
Okay.
It's a
That makes
very
sense.
clear line.
Right. I guess you're right.
Like it's very obvious. And that's why I hate when people are like, oh, well, I told her I wanted nothing more. And it's like, okay, you had that conversation to begin with, and then you started buying her shit, taking her crazy places, booking vacations with her, and then you say, what do you mean? I don't want to date you. That doesn't make any sense to me. You literally led this person to believe that you wanted to date them. This has actually happened to one of my friends before.
I would not take somebody on. Actually, I don't know. I was gonna say I wouldn't take someone on vacation that I
You
don't want
would.
to date, but I probably would.
You would. And
But I would
that's
not. I would not pay for somebody. I would not pay for a girl to come on vacation with me if I don't have any interest in seriously dating her. Like, I will take you on vacation, but you're gonna pay half
but you're not taking
whatever it
anybody on
is.
vacation if you're not paying for it. You're just going on vacation with that person then. There's a difference between taking someone on vacation and going on vacation with someone.
But still just as fun. I've never
Yes.
done that though. I've never gone on a trip with anyone that I haven't been seriously interested in.
Okay, good. Don't do that because then you will be leading that person on
I
and
agree.
making them believe that you're something more than what you are.
Okay, so I see your point now. There's a very clear line of leading somebody on.
Yes, there is. It's very obvious. You're just like having a whole moment right now, aren't you?
Yes.
A whole realization. You're like, wow, my life is a lie.
Well, it's also no. It's also good because I don't feel as if I'm leading anyone on right
Okay,
now.
good. That's good. Don't lead them on.
Yeah.
You have to have very clear intentions.
I'm excited to hopefully get people to talk to us who have ghosted me because I want to know why. That's like if you get if you get rejected from a job and then you ask them, hey, what could I have done differently? Or what were you looking for that I didn't have? That's what I want to know.
Okay. Are you going to take these things in stride and become a better person, or are you going to try and combat them when they say why they didn't want to date you or why they ghosted you?
No, I don't think I'm going to change it all from what they say because I feel like I'm myself when I talk to anyone, right? So if they weren't into it or whatever, then they just clearly weren't right for me. So I'm not going to take what somebody said and then apply that to another person.
Okay, but
Do
what
you know
if
what I
it's
mean?
like but you just said that it's kind of like at the end of a job interview where you say, "Oh, I just wanted to know why you didn't hire me." Don't you ask that question so that you could do better the next time?
Yes. Don't you feel it's different though?
Not
Well, maybe
necessarily.
not.
We could all
Because
do better at dating.
right, and so you could make the same argument that that job wasn't right for you.
Totally, you can make that argument, but who knows if that's an actual argument or it's just bullshit to make you feel better.
Damn, Ricky. You got all the right answers tonight.
I'm on a roll.
Well, we'll see. I hope that oops, I just broke my pen.
I'm making you flustered. I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
I'm never sorry for doing that.
I hope that we get some answers though.
I do too. I'm excited to hear what these people have to say.
Yeah,
I hope it's
I'm
all
not.
like things that you never expected to hear.
Well, there's some that I know why they ghosted me, and there's some that I really honestly have no idea.
Or you think you know why they ghosted you.
Good point. Very good point.
Again, your girl's on a roll tonight.
This is weird. You should be like this more often.
I think it's because I literally have no capacity to think about anything. So I'm just saying the first thing that comes to my brain every time that you ask me any questions.
I like
I'm
that
not
though.
giving myself any time to think about it.
Do you like red wine or white wine?
Red wine.
I hate how red wine stains your teeth.
Oh, it's terrible for your mouth.
Did you know that they make this thing called wine wipes?
Yes, for your teeth.
Yeah, my coworker has them and she's given them to me before and they're incredible.
They actually work.
This is not an advertisement.
Do
They do
they
actually work.
do they make your teeth feel funny though? Like are they like cloth?
They just taste a little weird.
Oh, they taste funny?
Yeah,
What do they
but that's
feel like?
why a wipe.
Okay, so I have this thing where I hate like cotton swabs, like like when you pull cotton swabs apart.
In your mouth.
I hate
Oh.
that feeling of like pulling them apart.
Oh.
It gives me the heebie-jeebies. So
Oh
I
my
just
gosh.
imagine that these cloth things feel like cotton, and if you rub it on your teeth, that it would just make me cringe and give me heebie-jeebies.
Okay, do you know what I hate?
What do you hate?
Small holes.
Wait, what?
There's a name for this, and I never know how to explain it.
I've never heard a man say that he hated a small hole. That's interesting. This is a new one for me.
So I don't know how to explain it, and people that have it get it right away, right? I guarantee you, somebody listening right now, I guarantee you listening have this. It's called trypophobia. It's an
Oh,
aversion
yes.
to the sight of irregular patterns or clusters of small holes or bumps. It's not officially recognized as a mental disorder, but may be diagnosed as a specific phobia if excessive fear and distress occur.
This was an issue when they came out with the new iPhones and the camera on the back freaked everybody out. I remember this being a big thing.
Oh, I don't have a problem with that. But lots of small holes together. I don't know why. It's so weird.
When do you
It gives
ever
me the
see lots of
strangest feeling.
small holes together? Like what has a lot of small holes?
I'm trying to think of an
The only
example.
thing I can think of is like sand at the beach. Sometimes they'll have all those
No.
little holes, but like that's the only thing I can think of. Like when have you ever looked at a bunch of small holes and been like, ew, that's freaking me out?
Bee honeycomb or like a bee, what's it called?
A beehive?
No, like a bee like honey, what is it? Honeycomb maybe,
A
right?
honeycomb? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at a bunch of them. It freaks me out so much.
So
Ah, I hate it. I don't know
how
why.
often do
It
you
just
see
get
honeycombs?
strawberries.
Strawberries freak you out?
Oh, not normally, but this picture does.
They don't really have holes though. They just have seeds.
Oh, you know those sponges that like I
Have
don't know what
holes.
I'm. Yes.
You mean like the sponges that look like SpongeBob?
Yeah. No, not the square sponges, like the round sponges.
Oh, like loofah looking sponges,
Yeah, but not loofahs. You know
but
what I'm
not
talking about?
loofahs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, okay, so like things in the sea would freak you out then.
It like looking at pictures literally makes my skin crawl,
Well,
and
now
I
I know
don't
what
know
to do when
why.
you piss me off. I'm just going to send you a bunch of pictures of tiny holes.
Just show me your small holes. Oh, it's raining. We're supposed to get terrible storms tomorrow.
I would love for you to just not have power right now. Like all the power just shuts off because it would be the
That
most
would suck.
dramatic thing ever.
By the time you're listening to this, it would have been uh another, I don't know. We can't talk about weather because this is not today.
Well, yeah, but it was a tropical storm that came through New Jersey.
Give us the weather report, Ricky. Can that be a
Well,
new segment?
today it would do the
Today,
weather.
in every city in America. Today in Chicago. Today in St. Louis.
I actually think that would be really funny to talk
If
about the
every
weather in every single place. Well, not every single place, but we'll pick like top 5 places and we'll talk about the
we
weather.
we should do a different place every week.
Ooh, okay. Well, then we
That'd
need to
be.
know where everybody's from so we can do it accurately for our listeners.
Oh, you know what I found out? Whenever it was that I found it out, that a majority of the people that listen to us listen on Apple Podcasts.
Really?
Yeah, I was surprised by that.
I don't know if that's true, Jakeford.
That's what it said.
Show me the receipts.
Are you telling me I'm a liar?
I am.
Are you calling
Well,
me a not truther?
you're not a not truther. You just might be wrong in your facts. Your facts may be skewed.
You're not a liar. You're just a fucking idiot.
Exactly. You're just a big dodo. This
Dodo.
entire episode went completely south. These were none of the things that we were supposed to talk about. And I feel like we're at the point now where we need to do thought showers.
I could
ready to go in the
actually
shower?
go in my shower right now.
We could actually both go into our showers.
I would have to move all of my stuff. I can't do that.
My shower is not that clean right now, so I'm not going to take you in my shower.
1 week, maybe not next week. Maybe 1 week we'll actually do it in the shower.
Okay, we could do that.
That would be really funny. We're gonna have to turn the water on.
Okay, perfect. Are you ready to get in the shower?
Yeah.
Are you prepared?
Wait.
It's going to be really
Okay,
hot.
I'm ready.
It's gonna
Yeah,
be
I'm
really
ready.
hot.
Why do you like the shower so hot?
Because it needs to be hot. I like heat.
One time I met a girl that didn't like showers super hot, and then I said, "What's wrong with you? You're not a normal human." Because 99% of females, 99% of females like the shower scalding hot.
I hear that from everyone, and I don't know if that's actually true.
Do you?
I know that I like it really hot.
It's a thing.
I love it really hot. I want it to basically singe my skin off of me.
Oh, no thanks.
Love it. Nice and hot.
Okay, let's get in the shower.
I'm in already. I'm just waiting for you.
Oh, wait. Okay, we're good. It's actually a nice temperature right now.
Oh, is it? I turned it down just a little bit for you.
Thanks, you're great.
I just want you to
Ricki.
be comfortable.
What do you Wow, you're so nice to me. What are you thinking in the shower today, Ricki?
Oh, you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about the fact that when you order just a slice of pizza from a pizzeria, that you're sharing a whole pizza with a bunch of strangers?
No.
That's my shower thought for today.
That's kind of interesting.
What thought are you having right now in the shower?
Ricki, do you ever think that doing nothing and doing too much are both considered not having a life?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Good one, Jake Ford.
I work too much. I have no life. I haven't done anything. I have no life.
Wow. Basically, we're just never fucking satisfied.
Unless you find that perfect medium, which who knows who does that?
I don't think anyone knows how to do that. That's not a thing. There is no
No.
balance that makes sense.
There is no medium. There is only small and large.
Unfortunately, yes.
That was so philosophical. That's gonna be on my tombstone.
Oh, okay, please don't do that.
Jake Tuff. There is no medium. There is only small and large.
Actually, please do that. That's so stupid.
All right, we have to get out of the shower. It's too hot. I'm sweating.
But if you're sweating and you're in the shower, then are you actually sweating? Whoa.
Yes. Why would you not be sweating? At first, I'm like, whoa, and then I'm like, wait, why would you not be sweating? If you're sweating, you're sweating. It doesn't matter where you are.
How do
If
you
a
know
tree
you're
falls,
sweating?
if a tree falls in the woods, does it actually fall?
No, does it make a sound? And the answer is no, it doesn't make a sound.
Okay.
I hope not.
Real quick. I was driving when I was at my parents' house, and I was driving past a strip club. I didn't know it was a strip club. And then I saw the sign, and it said, Gentlemen's Club. And I said, oh, that's a strip club. And then the sign, it was like a digital
Where
sign.
is this going?
The digital sign said, find us on Uber Eats.
Oh, okay.
Let me ask you a question. Who the fuck sits down at their couch, wants to order dinner, and says, let's order chicken wings from the strip club?
A person who lives next to a strip club with really good chicken wings.
First of all,
asked me a question. I gave you an answer.
I've been to a strip club maybe 3 or 4 times in my life.
Way more
Never
times
have
than
gotten
I
food.
should say. You've never eaten there?
No, have you?
Actually, no. Out of all of the times that I've been there, and there's been a lot of times that I've been to strip clubs, and I've never eaten there.
We're going to have to talk about this. I'm going to write this down. Strip clubs Ricki loves.
I do enjoy a good strip club. I support my gals, you know?
Hey, whatever works for you. We've definitely talked about this before, though. You've gone with your guys, right?
Yeah, I've gone with like all of my, like I have so many guy friends. So if they're all going to the strip club, I'm not going to be like, all right, cool, drop me off at home. I say, let's go to the strip club. They got booze.
And
boobs.
chicken wings. Boobs and chicken wings.
I've never eaten there though. Now I feel like
Neither
I
have
need to
I.
go to a strip club. Where is there a strip club that has really good food near us? There's got to
Nowhere.
be.
That's my point. Why
There's
would you want to order food from a strip club if you're not getting boobs? If I'm eating chicken wings from a strip club, it better come with a lap dance.
It's so cute that you think that you can even afford a lap dance. Okay, we need to end this. This is where we end it.
What a waste of money a strip club is. That's this conversation for another
It's
time, though.
not a waste of money.
Oh my God, it's such a waste of money.
You're supporting people in their jobs.
What am I paying $20 for a lap dance for a one song that's 30 seconds for you to just like be there?
You're going to some cheap ass strip clubs. $30 for a lap dance?
I said 20.
$20? Wow. It's
How
even
much are you
cheaper than I
paying
thought
for
it
a
was.
lap dance?
I don't pay for them.
Who does?
My guy friends.
Oh, that's the ultimate win.
Hell yeah. I'm no dummy. I work the
Who
system
pays-
everywhere I go.
Who pays for the chicken wings?
Apparently no one, because I've never eaten the chicken wings at a strip club. I've never even eaten at a strip club. Although I know a lot of them have buffets.
What?
Yeah, there's strip clubs that'll have like full-on buffets.
I feel like I need a luxury strip club experience in my life.
We can make that happen.
We should. I'm very down for that.
Okay, great.
I just think that's an experience that we should share together.
During our cross trip,
Yes,
road trip,
exactly.
we'll stop at a strip club.
A luxury strip club.
Yes, one of the high-end ones. Now is not the time for a strip club. We'd have to drive through the strip club. They do have drive-through ones. You're looking at me like I'm crazy. Or you're frozen. Oh, it's because you're frozen. Or you're just really good at staying still. All right, Jake. We'll see if this comes back at any time. Wow, your internet sucks, Jake.
I know it's mine. I think it's a storm.
Yeah,
'Cause
your
my internet
internet's
doesn't usually suck.
horrible. I was just like,
Yeah.
either you stopped and you're really good at staying still, or you froze.
I froze. I guess now's a good time to end it since, my internet sucks.
Yeah, kind of like you.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy with where we went today, and I feel like this was like a good therapy session,
That's what I'm here for. I'm your therapist.
and I'm really gonna try and get some people to tell me all the terrible things about me, and
I can't wait.
I'm excited to see what you come back with next week because you have a week of doing whatever the heck you want in LA.
Yeah.
So I hope you find some fun things to do.
I have a bunch of things planned. Don't you
Great.
worry.
I can't wait to hear about them.
I'll tell you all about them next week.
Remember, you can text us 201-588-5139.
I just
Or-
hate how you always sound like an infomercial.
It is an infomercial.
It's not. Just text us. Say hi.
You can text us and say hi. We won't respond to you. That's the rule.
That is not the rule.
Yes, it was. We don't respond to text messages.
Sometimes, if necessary, if we want to
Yeah,
talk
or
about
we'll
something
talk
that they
about it
sent
on the
us.
podcast. Right. Or you can find us on Instagram and Twitter at 20SDN Podcast. I need
You
to
did a
post
great
something on
job.
Instagram thinking of that.
Did a great job of that infomercial. Thank you so much for that, Jakeford. And this is where we end the podcast.
And that's it. That's all she wrote. And by she, I mean Ricki.
Bye, everyone. You're going to say
Bye.
bye, or are you just going to? Okay.
I just said bye, but you didn't even listen to me.
Yeah, because you took so long to say it. I didn't know if you were going to say bye or not say anything at all. It was going to be weird.
Okay, I'm saying goodbye. Goodbye.
Okay, it was like you.
We'll see you next week. We'll see you next week. Not goodbye. It's not goodbye. It's see you soon.
Ew. You're
Bye is
such a
weird. Bye is like I'll
dork.
never see you again.
No, it's not. You say goodbye because okay, whatever. We're not having this discussion.
Okay, see ya.